Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Shortcuts for Your Soul Monday edition. This is Monday, December the 27th, 2021, the last Monday of the year 2021. And we are moving into a brand new year. You know, we talk about what a brand new year is supposed to be about, renewal. And we have a profound chance as a species, not just as individuals, but as an entire species, to elevate ourselves from our, well, let's say our arrogance. And that is where we're going to be beginning today. And hopefully we won't end there. I want to thank one of my subscribers to this channel, Enjoy, who had asked me to tap into a group called the Council, the High Council of the Stars. And I've never heard of this group before, but I did. I tapped into them. They came through this morning, and the first words they said to me were really simple. They said, human arrogance has distanced you from your very life. And I questioned them about what they meant by how does our arrogance distance us from our life. They said, not your life individually, but the life that you've been given. All of you have been given the miracle of being able to experience and express life independent of the life that moves through you. You've been given what many other species throughout the creation have been given, the ability to experience and express life. But you are unique on this planet in that you are able to live your life independent of the life that you have been given. And it sounded a bit confusing to me, so I inquired a little further. They said, the life that we've been given is our individuality, our ability to think and see and experience and make independent choices. Animals haven't been given that same level of freedom because they are in alignment with the life that gave them life. They said we could use the term God, that God, the intelligence responsible for creation as we perceive it, whether it's on this planet or through this telescopes or our technology, this intelligence, you may call it God. It's the best word that your species has come up with in the many reiterations of your civilizations. You have come to the understanding that there is a creator, an intelligence that caused the experience you have called life. There have been throughout your civilizations, and we do not understand how you can ignore that your civilizations have risen and fallen, not by any other hand other than your own. It is not God's wish nor your creator's desire or design that you should suffer. That is your design and your desire. And now you are experiencing the fullness of that once again. Your arrogance to think that you are somehow better than your beating heart, that you somehow know how to orchestrate and conduct life, that you believe you can do so greater than that which is beating your heart right now. This is the pinnacle of arrogance that we observe. You could go out and enjoy and love and honor and cherish the house in which you live. Each of you live in this beautiful home, the body that you call your body. It is the house that was built for you to live in. And how have you treated your house? There are many civilizations spread out among eternity and time and space and dimensions that have come to the understanding of what the value of art and creation and religion is, as an acknowledgement of love, a gift of love expressing itself through you in acknowledgement of that very creator that moves through you even as we speak to you now. This intelligence is absolutely forgiving, but it is unforgiving in the sense that when you distance yourself from it, you lose your understanding and comprehension of what your role is to be in this world of being, of individuality, of almost separation, to be given responsibilities over a world. And there are many, many, many souls that do not live in physical existence, that have been seeking the opportunity that so many of you have been graced with in this world. And in your arrogance, you think you understand the rule and law of the divine that moves through your body, that can take a simple apple and make it into a flesh. And you think you understand that mind, that your mind is greater than its mind. This is the pinnacle of arrogance that you have now reached as a collective species. Although there are many, many individuals, even in your world, that honor, respect, and cherish that light within them, that consciousness that says, I am here to love you if you choose love. I'm here to love you if you choose love. And I'm here to forgive you if you do not choose love, but you turn back to love. I will forgive you. There are levels of expression and creation that you as a human individual are capable of achieving that you have come not even close to in over 30 significant civilizations over 72,000 years. And yet still each time you have come to this place where you somehow have excelled beyond your own ignorance, and now you are faced with events in time and space that you have set in motion in the belief that you are somehow transcendent to the very life that gives you life. When we were asked to come to this one, it was from the perspective that we would speak only the truth as we understand it to be. Not simply to offer you admonishment, nor caution, nor words that would cause you to reconsider your existing course of action. You have become so entrenched in your senses, you have lost all sense. So bound by minor things, by little things that seem to stimulate excitement in your flesh, but then cultivate ignorance in your soul, and you fall asleep in your senses, and you are dead to even your own world and your own life, and you do not even know this. You turn to men before you turn to that life within you. How many of you do this? Turn to one another rather than to that life within you that says, I wish you to be a painter. I wish you to be a sculptor. I wish you to be an actor. I wish you to be a mother, a father. I wish you to be a scientist. You turn away from that voice inside you that says, this is right, this is wrong, this is true, this is false. You turn away from that voice within you that hears every thought you think and relishes your attentions when you turn inward and say, I am here, guide me now, show me what love is, show me what truth is, show me what compassion is. When we came to this one, we simply offered our honest assessment of what we observe. That if you're willing to surrender your arrogance, even at this time with so much error in your creative process, that even this can be undone. Even your darkest moments of creation can be undone if you're willing to do so. We can only offer you this, that there are many, many thousands and thousands of civilizations throughout creation that have transcended, have moved beyond what you call your intelligence, your sciences, and have recognized that ultimately the expression of your highest self through the acts and words of love, as they would elevate not only the life of your own self-gratification, but the life of every living creature upon this planet. That wherever you could go, that you could see and say, this tree, what a wonder. This air, what a wonder. These waters, what a wonder. That you could do this. That soul is a wonder. That dog is a wonder. That animal, that snake, that beast, they are wonders of the free expression of the divine, what you call God. And even now, if you choose to turn your attentions away from your own self-importance, you will find there is a forgiveness that can undo even your worst errors if you are willing to let go of thy yoke, your creations that imprison you and keep you separate from that love that is beating your heart at this very moment. Our words are simply cautionary, for you have, again, as we said, in at least 30 significant civilizations over 72,000 years, you have been here before, and you stand here again. What will you do? Even in hearing the truth, will you hear the truth? Or will your own self-importance cause you to ignore that truth? Each of you knows the truth. Each and every one of you knows that which is right and that which is wrong. You defile your very house in what you eat and what you drink, how you honor it. And you expect love to come through you or be given to you. And it can only be so if you're willing to accept it and live by its laws. For the laws of love are very different than the laws of fear. The laws of love bestow respect and dignity upon the flesh of yourself and the flesh of all other creatures. We have found that there are many now that are saying, we do not like what is happening, but you do not know who to turn to. And we say to you quite simply, there is this process that you have heard of called prayer, where you turn inwardly. And we can assure you that the same light in you that hears you hears us also. And if you turn inward and say, show me what is love, not what will give me self-importance or make me better than someone else, or somehow elevate me above my brothers and sisters, or make me more important than other creatures on this world. No. Show me what I can do to honor your love in all things. Instead, you have chosen to enslave and ensnare many billions of life forms to satisfy your own personal satisfaction because you are so dissatisfied with your own expression. And if you wish to find that freedom, that beautiful ear that is within you can hear you. If you say to it, I am willing to love, I am willing to go forth and honor the life all around me. It is a very difficult time for so many unnecessarily. This is unnecessary suffering. A propagation of your arrogance is fear. And it is evident everywhere, almost, except in the hearts and minds of those who listen to him that is within you, that listen to him that says, honor life, cherish it in all its many forms. Cherish every breath that you take, every sight that you see, every sound that you hear. Cherish not fear, but cherish life. Cherish love, not doubt. This is our simple message to you today. What else could we say? There is not one among you that can be separate from the life that you live. And yet here you seek to fashion a life independent and separate of the life that you have. It is very funny from our perspective that you would think that you can create an intelligence greater than the intelligence that created you. And you are still aspiring to do this, that we can create something greater than that which created us. You will be very, very disappointed to realize that that is not possible. For that which goes on eternally can be eternally good and eternally bad, depending on which way you choose to apply your creative gifts. And even those of you that would leverage your knowledge and wisdom to harm others for your own aggrandizement, even you cannot be separate. In all your gyrations and gestations, you cannot be separate from that life that even causes you to make decisions that will force you to learn one way or another what is the truth. We have said enough. There are many that have come to this earth in their forms to offer you their knowledge and their wisdom and their understanding of the laws and the love of the life that exists within all living things. And there is not one thing, person, or object in all of creation that is separate from that life. For that life is in all things. And only you who have the capacity to choose can even conceive of or give yourself the illusion that somehow you are separate from it. We would encourage you to very simply reassess and reevaluate the life that you have, and from whence did it come, and where is it now? It is within you. It is within you. It delights in you when you honor life. It delights in you when you do that which is right, when you extend your love and your compassion and your kindness. The rewards are greater life, more abundant. When you honor life, life is honored. If you dishonor life, life is dishonored. And you sit again on the razor's edge of creation between suffering and great bliss. And you may choose either. You may choose either at this time. But there are those of us among you that have offered our knowledge and wisdom to you. And many of you have said no, that your self-importance and your aggrandizement is more important than helping a child or helping a family. Your sense of personal power over stuff, over people, has taken precedence over your love, your life. You will not survive long this way. Human arrogance, that's where we are right now, trying to get past this place of this. When they said that was where we stood right now, and you can stop for a moment and close your eyes and go within, and I can assure you there is a love, there is a light that's beating your heart right now that allows you to communicate with the angels. There are so many levels to love as there are many levels to fear. That we have chosen to allow ourselves to be seduced by sensation versus reason is one of the reasons why we find ourselves living in the state we are living in as a species and living the way we are living with other life forms. I mean, animals are sentient beings that came here to live their expression and experience of life just as we did. We were given this and we've just totally abused it. It's time to now wake up to who you really are. Good morning, everybody. I again, I've never brought these beings in before, so I want to again thank you and Joy for asking me to tap into them. It's there is no judgment, just simply the truth. Do not misconceive our understanding for judgment. We are simply recognizing what is evident as what you are experiencing is clear indication of that evidence, that your self-importance and your arrogance have transcended your good reason. And your good reason is love in expression, in your thoughts, your words, and your deeds. Would you not choose that over your fear? Would you not choose love over your fear? There are so many of you have chosen fear over love, and you hope to end your suffering by engaging in your fear, that maybe if we engage in our fear, our suffering will somehow end, and this will not happen. This will not happen. Yes, we shall. They will take a few questions, and yes, thank you, Enjoy. Really appreciate that. Good morning, Michelle. Hello, Charmaline. How are you doing? Hello, Manoj. Hi, Drusilla. Question from Moran. Can you tell me what did me and my friends see when I was 12 years old? A big orb close to us in Israel, and what did it want to say? That's another time space, but let's see. It is given to some of you to know the greater life that is available for you to understand and to align with. If you recognize the simple principles, when we speak of aligning to love and surrendering your arrogance, these are different vibrational constitutions. At that point in your life, you were more aligned to the possibilities greater than the ones you knew that existed. The vibrational energy of love has a spectrum of connectivity between yourself and other beings of consciousness that live along that spectrum of love, as equally as there is a spectrum of fear and many beings that live along that spectrum of fear. That event in your life was filled with freedom and curiosity. Freedom and curiosity, and you invited them to you. If you understood that only through love will you find freedom, and through fear you will only find suffering, then you will know that this is an alignment of your love. You may simply reconnect to your love. They are not far from you. It is vibrational attunement that allows any of you to connect to any of us, whether we are in this dimension or others, whether we are in what you call your solar system or not. Vibration is the key to understanding the way in which you can align to these other ones, these dear ones, as you call us. Vibrational alignment is the distinction. And you do not need a mechanistic device to establish that alignment, although you have created many devices to do so. But in truth, if you align to the frequency of love in its different ranges, you will connect to different beings, both in this world and in others, will be drawn to you as you'd be drawn to them. If you are willing to be fearless in your love, then you will have nothing to fear when you encounter anyone in love. But in fear you will have that, where you would be concerned or uncertain or unwilling. Align yourself to that frequency of love, not to that frequency of fear. That is the only distinction between what you call good and evil, is a vibrational alignment between that which is love and that which is fear. They're simply vibrations that you've assigned language to. That's all they are. But you were more in love and curiosity, and you attracted thusly in love. They're also saying right now that there are so many of you that are calling in these other beings, but you're calling them in out of fear. You're not calling them in out of curiosity and love and excitement. And there have also been some of you that have called them in, and you see them and you recognize there, and you go into fear and you break the connection. They disappear. They shoot off into the spaces again. So really important, if you can stay in alignment to the vibration that you issued forth to connect with us, we will stay in connection with you. But many of you invoke us to come to you. We align vibrationally, and you go into your fear, your limits, and of course you break the connection. Very simple. Wow, great question, Moran. Thank you so much. Question from Manoj. I have recently become diabetic. Do the angels have any advice on what I can do about it? I don't know who this is, but they're yelling, get rid of all processed foods. Honor thy body with living life. What do you mean by that? This one must engage in foods that honor the temple. You must understand that you cannot have an experience in that flesh if you've not done something to cause that effect. You have been given free will over your house. And how do you assert your authority over your house? Do you do so with love? There were things in this world that were given to you to put into that body that would be most favorable for its wellness. But quite simply, you must get rid of those things that do not honor thy temple. There are many temples. You are in just one. There are many forms throughout all of creation, and so few of them you actually understand or know. Even the ones that you have on this planet, you have very little regard for or respect of, and therefore we will not see you too soon in our communities. Question from Drusilla: Have I fallen into this unknowingly? Am I still ignorant? Honest assessment. You must understand there is a distinction between ignorance and neglect. Ignorance is where you have forgotten that which you have done to cause you to be in error. And then there is neglect, where you know you are in error and you choose to ignore what you are doing. Neglect always causes suffering, as does ignorance eventually, although one will have a more pronounced effect than the other. But again, you must understand that the life within you that hears and knows and is in at one with you, hears all, knows all, sees all. If you turned it and say, heal me, restore me to your house, it shall be done. It shall be done if you say simply to that life that is beating your heart right now, and if it is done in all earnestness, in the knowing, in the surrender, that you acknowledge that your life is a gift offered to you in every breath you take, in every move you make. It is there waiting for you to acknowledge it. It will not subtract your individual expression from you, but will offer you a greater expression of yourself in harmony with it. Wow, thank you. Good morning, Archangel. Good morning, Daniela. Question from Daniela. Nari in Italy would like to know, what is the divine purpose in this lifetime? This is, I don't know who this is for Nari, but Nari, to honor thy life, to, I'll use the words because, to love your life that is given to you, to love your life that is given to you, not the life that you have made, but the life that is given to you even now, which beats your heart. To, in great humility, turn your attention to it and simply say, I am with you and I will love you. To align yourself to that life. The life within you, yes, is the first love of your life. The life within you must be the first love of your life and the last love of your life. Please understand this. Please understand this. That it hears you, your thoughts, both good and evil, and it gives you whatever you request, whether you would like it or not. It says simply, I will give you whatever you wish. But there will be an effect to your desires. But always you may align to it in its greatness, in its love. But yeah, it's really saying, like, turn to the first life. I don't know about you. For me personally, when I lie down or I'm on my own, I always stop. I always turn inwardly. And I just say, thank you. How often do you say thank you for the life that's beating your heart right now? How often do you say thank you for the glass of water that you're drinking, or the lemon that falls off the tree that you can put in your water? How often do you say thank you for the legs you have or the legs you don't have? How often do you say thank you for what you have? Very few people just say thank you. Wow, Drusilla, thank you so much for that gift. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Question from Juan Gemma. How can those who are not aware that they are being programmed to help, much love, they are not aware that they are being programmed to help? They're saying to me, your question is somewhat contradictory. You must please understand that there are those who have deferred their relationship to the life within them to the others out there, that you think that your life should come from another human individual, but you have your life. To turn to others to give you the satisfaction of love that you already possess within you, to believe that your God will come to you through another, can mislead you. Be very careful and discerning about whom you would listen to and for what purpose. If one would turn to you and say, be afraid, that is not the love of a divine consciousness. Those that would say to you, align yourself to love, to compassion, to kindness, turn your eyes, your ears away from fear and listen to the sweet sounds of love and joy. There is a clear distinction between those who would choose life and to choose it within first. Align to your life within you first and foremost. They're just showing me this image of the cities on some of the planets that they live on. And we have not seen a glimpse of this. They're saying that since Atlantean times, you have not seen much in a way of your creative intelligence. You've not really seen what you are capable of. What you are seeing now is what you are not capable of. and you're not capable very much as a species of love, that so many of you would wander around in fear. Do not turn to the words of men. Turn to the words of God. They are written in your heart. They are there for you to listen to. But their cities are just like, wow. Yes, these things can be known to you. Wow. Thank you so much. Question from Marjorie. What guidance does Archangel Metatron have for me today? He's saying there's a sound that you need to hear. He's saying it's in the bird, it's in the drum, it's in the wind. Listen to this rhythm. He's saying that yes, in the drum, in the sound, in the bird. Listen to its rhythm. Listen to its rhythm. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I want to thank and Joy for connecting me to these beings. Just want you to know this is our last year of 20 shortcuts for 2021, and I hope you'll come and join me on Wednesday. There's a group that are calling themselves the Silence, and they're going to be coming on Wednesday, December the 29th. It's called Lose Yourself, Find Yourself. I've really been excited about this one, right? Because the vibration of the silence is pretty profound. It's funny because when they first came and said, we will not give you a name, we will just simply go by the term the silence. They said that we're so caught up in names and stuff that is important that we experience what is nameless to come closer to the truth. And that's going to be this Wednesday, December the 29th on Shortcuts for Your Soul at 10 a.m. And that's Lose Yourself, Find Yourself. And that'll be this Wednesday. And then on Friday, December 31st, which is New Year's, again, our last Shortcuts of the year 2021, letting go of the past, a new forgiveness with a group called The Ascended. And I'm sure some of you have experienced The Ascended with me as well. And they'll be on Friday, December 31st, letting go of the past. And they told me to put in brackets false ideas, which is a new forgiveness. Letting go of the past, false ideas, a new forgiveness. I hope you'll join me for that on Friday. And this coming Saturday, there will be no meditation this Saturday either. It's the New Year's Day, and it's going to be a day of rest for us over here. We will resume the meditations on the 8th of January, which is also the starting of our Mediumship 103 program for those of you that want to come and join us for that. And I'll look forward to seeing our repeat students that are coming and other students that have signed up for the course already on Friday, January the 8th. And also there'll be an announcement on my website. I'll put a link to it on for Wednesday for the Mediumship 104 program that's going to be coming out and premiering in January this month. All the specifics of the dates and times will be on the website on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. For those of you that are interested in coming to take our 104 program, we'll look forward to you signing up for that. There will be a limit of 50 people to the 104 course because we've got a lot of people that say they want to take the course. There'll be a limit of 50 people so that we can get the results that we want everybody to experience for themselves for the course. And again, I want to thank you for your super chat, Drusilla. Thank you for your support for the channel. I want to say thank you to my patrons. We have a patrons live events January the 7th, and you'll be receiving the information for that Patreon live event. I'll give you the specifics of that probably for Wednesday or Friday during the next show. And I want to say thank you, everybody. Much, much love. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for Shortcuts for Your Soul. Bye for now.